Did you know that around 1 in 5 adults in the United States experiences some form of severe mental illness? Yup, that's a staggering number. And you know what? Having effective coping strategies is absolutely essential for managing these conditions. Today, we're diving into some powerful ways to cope with severe mental illness, including why a combination of therapy and medication often works best. All right, let's get into it. Coping strategies for severe mental illness are super important. They can make a massive difference in the lives of those affected, and honestly, we can't ignore this issue anymore. In today's society, where mental health is finally getting the attention it deserves, it's crucial to talk about how we can help ourselves and others navigate these tough waters. Whether it's through therapy, medication, or support from loved ones, understanding these strategies can empower individuals to take charge of their mental health. And research shows that combining therapy with medication can be the most effective way to manage these conditions. So let's explore this topic together. Now, before we dive into the strategies, let's take a moment to understand what we're dealing with. Severe mental illnesses include conditions like schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and severe depression. These aren't just bad days, they can significantly impact a person's ability to function in everyday life. Families often feel the strain too, as they try to support their loved ones. The reality is that these illnesses can be isolating and challenging, but knowing there are coping strategies out there can offer a glimmer of hope. So, what are some of these coping strategies? Well, they come in a few different forms. First up, we have therapy options. Think cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, which helps people identify and change negative thought patterns, dialectical behavior therapy, DBT, which emphasizes managing emotions and practicing mindfulness, psychodynamic therapy, which explores how past experiences influence current behavior, and systemic therapy, which examines how relationships and social dynamics impact an individual's mental health. Systemic therapy also includes family therapy, which involves family members to improve the overall support system. Then there's medication management, which can be a game changer for many. Common types of medications used include antidepressants like selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs, and serotonin norepinephrine reuptake inhibitors, SNRIs, for depression and anxiety, antipsychotics for conditions like schizophrenia, and mood stabilizers such as lithium, or anticonvulsants for bipolar disorder. In fact, research indicates that combining therapy and medication can offer the best results as they address different aspects of mental health. Support systems, whether it's friends, family, or support groups, are also crucial. Having a strong support network can provide emotional backing and help reduce feelings of isolation. And let's not forget self-care techniques. Simple things like regular exercise, mindfulness practices, adequate sleep, and proper nutrition can have a huge impact. These approaches help individuals manage stress, improve their mood, and enhance overall well-being. Each of these strategies plays a role in helping individuals manage their symptoms and improve their quality of life. Now let's break it down a bit more. Starting with therapy, it's a fantastic tool. It offers a safe space to talk about feelings and develop coping skills. However, finding the right therapist can be tough, and it may take time to see results. Next up, we have medication. It can help stabilize moods and alleviate symptoms, but it often comes with side effects and requires careful monitoring. Research shows that using both therapy and medication together often results in the most effective treatment outcomes, as therapy can provide coping mechanisms while medication helps to regulate the biochemical factors. Then we have support systems. These can provide emotional backing, but not everyone has access to a supportive network, which can be challenging. Lastly, self-care techniques may seem simple, but they require consistency and motivation, which can be difficult when you're struggling. So, how do these coping strategies stack up against traditional methods or alternative approaches? Well, traditional methods like hospitalization can be necessary for severe cases, but they often lack the personalized touch that therapy and self-care provide. On the other hand, alternative approaches like herbal supplements or meditation can be beneficial but may not have as much scientific backing as therapy or medication. Studies indicate that combining therapy and medication is typically more effective than using either approach alone, offering a more comprehensive treatment plan. Ultimately, combining these strategies often yields the best results as it allows for a more holistic approach to mental health. Let me share a quick story. I know someone who struggled with severe anxiety and depression. They started therapy, which was a game changer, but it wasn't just that. They also joined a support group where they found people who truly understood what they were going through. Additionally, their psychiatrist recommended a medication regimen. This combination of therapy, medication, and peer support helped them feel less alone and gave them tools to manage their daily life. Over time, they were able to incorporate self care into their routine, and it made a world of difference. Their journey wasn't easy, but it's proof that with the right strategies, recovery is possible. So, what's the takeaway here? Coping strategies for severe mental illness are essential and they can really benefit those who are struggling. Whether it's therapy, medication, support systems, or self care, each approach has its unique strengths. However, combining therapy with medication often provides the most effective results. The key is to stay hopeful and remember that recovery is a journey, not a destination. With the right tools and support, anyone can work towards a better quality of life. I'd love to hear from you. If you or someone you know has experiences with coping strategies for mental illness, especially using a combination of therapy and medication, drop your stories in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about mental health topics, don't forget to check out my other videos. Let's keep the conversation going.